Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's the second day of my long weekend from work, and I kind of decided I wanted to get out and kind of look at something today, see something kind of fun. And I was looking at a website that Jordan showed me a while back called Roadside America that kind of shows some kind of fun little attractions in different cities around the country. I used this site to find Darwin the gorilla that I showed you a few months ago. I also used it to find the Tincinerator and a bunch of other kind of fun little attractions in Waco. Well, it turns out that there's some fun roadside attractions in a neighboring city called Lampasas. And so I'm going to take a trip over there today, and we're going to see, hopefully, a mock-up of Nessie in a field somewhere, a giant catfish on the back of a pickup truck, and the world's largest spur. So come on, this is going to be kind of interesting. Let's go to Lampasas. Yep, did I promise you the world's largest spur, or did I promise you the world's largest spur? Yeah, apparently this thing was built for the purpose of just being a tourist attraction. They're trying to get it into Guinness, and it looks like the thing is probably a good 30 to 40 feet tall, so I don't know, kind of impressive. You don't see things like that everywhere, do you? Only in Texas. Now apparently, according to what I read about it, it's a promotional thing done by this real estate agent here, and like I said, they just wanted to do something that was that would kind of catch attention and kind of maybe bring tourism into the area, and what better way to do that in Texas than a big giant spur. Looks like they put some lighting on it, some LED lighting on it. It's probably pretty cool looking at night. Pretty thick metal. It isn't like sheet metal, definitely. Trying to see if there's like some sign around here that tells you a little something about it. There really wasn't a whole bunch about it in the Roadside America page. They called it the world's largest spur, and even that, I'm not even sure that's official, because like I said, they're trying to get it into Guinness, but I haven't heard whether they've actually accomplished that yet. And actually, when I was driving into town, there's all kinds of things that are kind of fun to look at. So we may kind of hit a few extra things on the way out. Anything that kind of just catches my fancy here. But there you go, now you've seen it. That's the world's largest spur, allegedly. Let's go on to the next thing. Alright, right now we are at the Hannah Springs Swimming Pool Park, and I actually see what I'm looking for here. I was told when I was reading about this that there's all sorts of kind of cool sculptures around here. So we're going to just kind of take a walk around here and kind of look at all this stuff, because I do see some really cool things here. And actually see what we're coming to look for. So we'll hit that at the end. But first off, I think I want to start with this thing here. Now this is just a piece of artwork here, but apparently this is a memorial sculpture for someone named Stephanie Leah Gradell. Dedicated in loving memory, brave in the face of adversity and strong in the throes of competition, deep in her ability to love and unrelenting in her advocacy for those in need. Stephanie left us too soon, but her mark on this world, our community, and the many lives which she touched will not be forgotten. An advocate, an athlete, a sister, a loving partner, a daughter, and a friend. May we all strive to be better, stronger, braver, kinder, and forever hold in our hearts her loving memory. All right, there you go. Kind of cool, right? I always like kind of seeing interesting little art things in parks like that. Kind of makes them interesting to look at, right? All right, well, let's continue on. There's more over here. Now, this is just an art exhibit. This isn't a memorial to anyone. They say it's called Current. It's painted polished aluminum. Sculptor Jennifer Cannon from San Jose, California. California transfer, huh? All right, that's kind of cool. And this is the next piece that we're going to look at here. I wonder if that thing spins on the top. It looks like it kind of would. This one's called Portal to the Springs from David Hickman out of Dallas. It's made out of limestone and copper. Like I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that thing spins on the top. And these things that are dangling here, I don't know, let me see if I can reach one of those. Yeah. Kind of interesting, huh? No wind today, so it's not going to be really blowing around a lot. It's about 12 feet tall, so I can't reach up to that top part. Yeah, it's spinning now a little bit. Kind of a wind vane, I guess, a little bit, huh? So there we go. Got a little chance to see it blow around. It's supposed to have a storm blowing in tonight, so I'm guessing that'll we'll probably start seeing that thing move a little bit more, but all right, this is another sculpture. This is called a bird ladder. It's welded painted steel. The sculptor is Jerry Dodd out of Commerce, Texas. You can buy this one. So if this is a thing that's been missing from your house all along, you know, it's available right now. It's actually kind of cool. It would look kind of cool in my yard. I gotta say, I like that one. That one's kind of neat. Probably a little out of my price range. I'm sure it's not a. I'm sure it's a pretty penny to get that, but it's pretty cool looking, right? Got the little eyeballs on it. And this is our next piece here. This one's called Russell by Jim Huntington out of Copeland, Texas. Stainless steel and granite. Kind of like the texture on the rock. very cool. Apparently this one's not for sale though. This is part of the permanent collection according to the sign. This one here is called the Monarch Butterfly Collection. Those are some kind of spinners too, which are kind of cool. Actually, it's called Meadow Dancers. David Hickman, I think that was the guy that did the other spinner over there. So those are kind of cool. I was reading this thing. It says it's an Eagle Scout project here. I'm guessing maybe the rest of this here was that, because it talks about Pierre and Carmel LeBlanc, and I'm seeing that we got a bench over here dedicated to their memory. And of course, we got some cool native Texas plants in this little garden here. This is probably what the Eagle Project was. I know when I did my Eagle Project that this is exactly the kind of thing that they do. But that's the sculpture right there. And here's the next thing I'm looking at, kind of a psychedelic tractor here. Looks like something out of Cars movies from Pixar. Kind of a trip, right? Let's see what the sign says about it here. Lampasas Outdoor Gallery, donated painted tractor, sculptors, children, Lampasas, Texas. There you go. So it looks like some of the kids of Lampasas did this. Kind of cool, right? Got like a little mailbox here. And this is the next one we're looking at here. This is called High Stakes Dice. It's made of steel. Two sculptors, Chris Odom and Judith McGinty, from Lampasas, Texas. This is local here, so, and this one's available for purchase too. So if you can't live without this thing, yeah, you can have this. And it looks like one of the artists signed their work on the inside here. Wonder if the other artist signed on the outside, on the other one here. I don't see any autographs here. Oh, there you go. Welded it right into the top there, so there you go. They both signed their work. Now I really like this one. This one's really cool. This one's called Water Splash. It's painted steel and plexiglass. The sculptor is Pascal Pryor from Dallas, Texas. And apparently you can buy this one too. This one's really cool. I like the colors. This one's called El Rey. It's stainless steel glass, and I guess they light it up with LEDs. I actually see a power cord under there, so I'm guessing somebody has to plug it in. Sculptor is Tim Glover out of Houston. I'm guessing the LEDs go in there, but I'm wondering if maybe they've been removed temporarily or maybe permanently. Because like I said, it doesn't seem to be plugged in right now. Alright, this one's called Kudu. It's made out of bronze. And sculptor is Dan Pogue out of Marble Falls, Texas. You can buy this one too. It's funny, the ones I like the best are all available for purchase. I wonder if I can put them on my Amazon wish list. Probably would have to have an Amazon wish list first though, wouldn't I? That one's really cool though. That'd look awesome in the front yard, wouldn't it? Actually, you wouldn't know because you don't know what the front yard looks like, do you? Yep, very cool. Now this one's called Pegasus. Sculptor is Carol Ann Haggart, Dallas, Texas. It's made out of marble, mosaic, and fiberglass. This one's actually really cool. Look at that, that's pretty. Look at all the different stones in there. Looks like there's a lock on it. I wonder what that does. I wonder if there's lights in it or something like that, because some of these stones look like they could be kind of partially transparent. It might look cool when you lit it up at night. I don't know though. It looks cool just the way it is though, right? Look at the stone. Look at the detail on that. Now this one's called Redfish. It's powder coated steel. Sculptor was Laura Stoltz from Manchaca, Texas. You can buy this one too. That's kind of cool. Now this one's called Lampasas Lily. This is part of the permanent collection. Larry Hallam was the sculptor, and he's from Briggs, Texas, made out of limestone. Oh, look at the frogs on the base. That's kind of cool. Oh, and a turtle over here. See, I wasn't even looking at that. All the detail on the base here. There's a fish down there. More fish here. Wow. That's cool. There's all sorts of different layers to this one. Now this one's called Spirit Horse. Sculptor is, the sign is kind of faded here. It says Ronaldo Sands, and he's from Waco. Granite horse, red granite horse, limestone base, and you can purchase this one. That's cool, Waco boy. Guess he's sort of mostly supposed to be looked at from the front, I guess. That's kind of a cool piece. I don't know if it fit in my car though. I worry about bringing home 10 pounds of dirt or 10 bags of dirt. Can you imagine bringing this thing home? I think the front wheels will be lifted off the ground if I tried. I really like things like these kinetic sculptures. Those are all really cool. These are really amazing. Kind of blowing in the wind. This one's called Starburst. Sculptor is Lampasas from Kyle, Texas, made out of stainless steel. That's cool, right? And even the basketball court's kind of cool. Look at the backboards on that one, and on this one. I don't think it's regulation size. It's almost like it's 2 half courts or something like that. Those are a little too close together, I think. Now this sculpture is called Flora and Fauna by T.J. Mabry from Rumley, Texas. All the detail on this. I think that's an acorn on the top, and some of it looks like some different types of leaves on the pedestal there. All right, very nice. Now, ironically, this is what we actually came to see. This is what the thing was. It was on the Roadside America page. Joe's Bait House and Catfish King. It's got Texas plates on it. Oh, I was wrong. It's Little Joe's Bait House. Yeah, and this is called Bin Fishin'. Sculptor is Joe Barrington. Throckmorton, Texas. Welded steel, paint, and found. I guess they found a lot of this stuff. Sign says, please don't climb on or in the catfish. I guess they don't want you crawling into the mouth, huh? Well, I'll give you a view of it that nobody probably gets to see very often. What does it look like inside of a metal catfish's mouth? Now you know. That's awesome. got Texas plates on it. Alright, we got a little guitar action here. This is called Music to My Ears. The sculptor is Terry Jones from Jewett, Texas, in memory of Reed Schaub. In memory of Reed Schaub. Music is love in search of word. Gifted by friends. Look at it, it's all made out of tools and things like that. Padlocks and wrenches and pipe wrenches and hammers and drills and pliers, and that's really cool. Wrenches up there for the tuning pegs. Even a golf club head. That's really cool. Now, like I said, the Roadside America website said that there were a whole bunch of cool things here, but I was actually pleasantly surprised how many great things there are here. I'm really glad I stopped by this. I got one more stop to make. There apparently is a Loch Ness Monster out in the middle of a field somewhere, and we're gonna go try and find it. It's funny, as I was driving away from the park, I noticed that one of the fire hydrants was decorated to look like Fred Flintstone. How awesome is that? Now, I actually ended up driving around for a while to find this thing because for some reason I could not get cell reception in town. I don't know, maybe they just don't have good cell towers or something, but I could not get maps to work. And so I knew I had to be on Highway 183, but I actually went the wrong way and started headed the wrong way. And I said, no, the highway, the county road numbers are going up. They're going the wrong direction. So I've got to be going in the wrong direction. So I ended up doing a turnaround and coming back, and finally found the highways I was looking for, or the county roads I was looking for. And I found what I'm looking for. Let's take a look at this thing. So yeah, on Highway 183 between County Roads 226 and 227, we have Nessie right out here in the middle of the field. Apparently this is just some field that they farm, and I've actually, what I saw on the Roadside America is that most of the people couldn't even see it because they were coming here like in July, and the grass was so high that he'd just kind of disappear under the grass and you couldn't see him. But I figured, okay, well, this is mid-April, maybe I'll have better chance here. And yeah, there he is. I could actually kind of see the thing from satellite maps, because there's like one little area where they don't plow around, they don't mow the fields out here. But Loch Ness Monster here is in Texas. Who knew, huh? And to think they've been looking for him in Scotland. So I think this ends our little tour of Central Texas, looking for roadside oddities. I hope you enjoyed this. This is kind of a fun thing. I'm glad I went. I hope you're glad you watched. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. As I was on my way out of town, I kind of saw this cool mural on the wall here. I wanted to stop and get a picture of that. kind of a trip. They actually got actual strings on the guitar here. And actually I was looking for a specific mural. I thought this was the one, but this isn't actually the one I was looking for. So, but this was pretty cool too. Let me see if I can find the other one now. Oh, and I didn't even notice this. They got a bench out here with a trombone and a trumpet as handrails. That's kind of cool too, huh? And I guess if you want to know more about the artwork in Lampasas, point your cell phone at this and shoot a picture. Yeah, this is the mural I was looking for. Couldn't help but notice that coming into town. Celebrating all the branches of the military. Coast Guard, Air Force. Navy, Army. First responders, sheriff, there's the Marines up there, EMS, police department. I saw they had fire and rescue over there, so that was kind of cool too, right? I really like how some of these towns really decorate the sides of their buildings. You don't see a lot of that in California. Probably because it tends to get graffitied over if you do something like that.